Hey everybody, this is Keita. I actually was just coming on here because I just left an interview which I thought went pretty well, just like any other one. I finally got a honest general manager to give me a call back because if you all don't know, I've just been looking for a job, a full-time job. I do have a part-time job or whatever. I worked in the management field for a little over 6 years. Left there just to try to get a better opportunity. And then got in a car accident pretty much, and then started over. Um, Pretty much. And so I finally got a call back from one of the GMs where he was able to say, hey, you were one of my top people. However, based on your experience and things like that, I just felt that if the opportunity presented itself, you would pretty much go and, give me 2 weeks, and I need a long-term, employee. So I understood that and I respect that. But as for now, anyone in the management field and in the hospitality business, if we're pretty much telling you, like, we're not looking for uh, management position, is because number one, we've been burned out from it. Number two, we just don't want to do it anymore. Or number three, it took so much out of us to whereas we run from it, or eventually we want to get back into it. And that's definitely my intention, to get back into the management field because I love doing it. However, that hasn't been what I've been trying to do for the last 8 months now. So he did tell me that, and then he just was like, pretty much, if you find a job as far as with assistant general manager or general manager, and you're looking and they're looking, just let me know and I'll pass your resume around things like that. He was like, but I just didn't feel like it was fair to hire you just as a front desk agent, and that's been pretty hard or whatever. Everybody know that in the hospitality business, you have to be flexible, things like that. And I keep telling them over and over, just repeatedly, like, I do want to do, like, I'm open Monday through Friday. However, on Saturday and Sunday, I already have a part-time job. And I feel like this: if your job has been committed to you for the last few weeks or months, years, however long it's been, then you want to be committed to it first. You're not going to just be putting in your 2 weeks notice and things like that, which brings me to this. Today I had a interview at 11 o'clock, which I felt like was a waste of time, because when I first spoke with the operational manager, she ended up saying, would you be willing to, quit your part-time job? I said, based on, you know, the salary or the hourly pay, it can be discussed. And so she like, yeah, well, that's fine and this and that. I said, however, if it's not enough, I definitely can't do that. Anybody that's a front desk person and not staying with their parents and they're paying things on their own, they know that just a front desk job alone, you cannot support yourself or whatever. So I turned around and went to the interview or whatever and talked to her, prayed over it and everything. And we get in there and she pretty much say, so you're going to be able to put in your 2 weeks notice and everything. Like I just didn't explain to her the day before this interview that I'm not willing to just let it go for a little pay. So she ended up discussing the pay, and you all wouldn't believe what she said. She said it's $9.50. So I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, who in their right mind can survive off $9.50 with 2 children? I mean, my kids come first. I can starve, I can go without, I can do whatever, not for myself, but make sure that my boys are okay. But $9.50, that's like living under paycheck to under paycheck. I'm not knocking it. I've been there, I've done that, and that's why I know that I won't do it again. But $9.50, not only that, what I've learned is people that underpay people, they expect a lot. As a front desk agent, you supposed to just be taking care of your guests, checking in, checking out, handling cash, things like that. Well, with this particular interview, I end up being told that I would have to check the chemicals in the swimming pool. at 8 o'clock in the morning if I was to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. If I worked the PM shift, I would have to go and check and see if guests left clothes and things like that. Well, you're just walking the property, but at the same time, she's saying at all times, I have to be at the front desk. You all, maybe I'm missing something, but how can you be at the front desk and at the pool at the same time? Like, I don't get that. And then for her to be like, yeah, so I'm going to do a background check and this and that. I said, no, you actually don't understand me. For $9.50, I will not be able to quit my part-time job. And with that being just at $9.50, it would definitely be short term because I would have to find something better. And so that's when she explained to me that after being there 3 months, you have an interview, and if you're doing a great job or up to their expectation, then you'll get a 50-cent raise at $10. You all, I have not made that much, like that amount of money since I was back home in Indiana. Oh my gosh, like in the 90s. Not trying to say my age or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, that's a little bit much. Like, you're not talking to someone fresh out of high school and never had a job. You're talking to people that's experienced or whatever. So I just thanked her, you know, for even giving me the opportunity, because believe me, I am not being disrespectful in any type of way. It's just that we have to do better. We have to pay better. Like, this is just too much. Like, you tell people like not to go use the system and things like this, but how the hell do you supposed to survive? You know, I'm not gonna knock it. That's just something that's not my choice to use the system or whatever. I'd rather do without or see what I can do to get the money together, or you know, I'd rather just do without a lot just so that I don't have to use the system, because I don't need nobody knowing my blood type, this and that, and what school kids going to. I just rather leave that headache out. I'd rather just, you know, take care of my kids the best way that I can, and they're okay. No, they will not be taking care of how they was as far as me being an acting GM or the assistant GM for the years that I was. But they already know when mom get back on her feet, then we're good. When we're good, we're good. And they know that it's a test, you know, right now. And my oldest, he just supports me in so many ways. It's like your firstborn, they're your everything, and they're your motivation, and they just keep you going. My youngest, he really doesn't understand too much of anything or what's going on. He don't see any changes, you know, and I rather for it to be that way. But I just want to let you all know, in spite of that, you know, I did receive another phone call on my way home, and it was for a hospital where I do 12 hours and be off for 4 days. So you work 3 days for 12 hours, be off for 4 days, and I'm able to keep my part-time job or whatever, because she understood that, and she was like, oh, no, the only thing you have to do is do that. So the crazy part is, if I decide that I want to get a third job, I can definitely do it. Y'all, I promise you. People always saying that I'm a Jamaican or something. I don't know, maybe I am, but I love to work. That's just something I like to do. I like to work. I love to take care of my kids, you know, on my own, and I love to do things. So, you know, I just want to tell somebody to keep, whoever this may be for, keep God first. Never give up your faith. As long as you have enough faith of a mustard seed. That's what my mom and my grandma and everybody always told me. You know what I'm saying? And you know that there is a God and things like that. I'm telling you, it may seem like he's not listening, he's not doing anything for you, but he's an on-time God. So I've been giving myself like a week and a half to see where everything going, to see if I would have to relocate or go back home, whichever one. Whatever God has for me is for me. I tried doing it my plan, my way, and guess what? It failed. Now it's all about God's way and what he want me to do. And when he get done, I just hope that I'll be the one. Well, I know it's not going to be I hope. I know I'll be the one to be able to testify to someone, to let them know that this is what I went through, this is where I was at, and this is what I came through. So just keep the faith, family. All right, love you so much and have a great one. Oh, you know what? I forgot, because I never said in any of them. Why don't you all go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe. Love you much. Have a great one. Bye-bye. Mwah.